Hello, everyone.
Hi, welcome to our Meet the Game. And of course, I'm Megan. This is Betsy. And we wanted to just start out with a quick question for each other, as well as any viewers we have out there right now. If you'd like to chime in your answer in the comments, we'd love to know your thoughts on the subject. But since the weather's getting warmer in general, although we've had a lot of rain. I thought it would be fun to talk about some of our favorite things to do with our family in the summer months. So when it's warm outside and things dry up a little bit, what's your go-to family activity? And so this could be now or pre-pandemic. Obviously, things last summer were quite different. There weren't as many opportunities to get out and about with the family. But if things were normal, what would be your activity of choice for the summer with your family?
Something, my side of the family, like my extended family, so my parents and my sisters, something we do every year is just go to Branson for a week. Mm-hmm. And it's just nice. We don't spend a lot of money. We don't go do a lot of activities. We just pick one big thing to do, but the rest of the time, it's just really nice to be in one house together, to have our like my kids and my sister's kids interact with one another, have cousin time. It's just, I think, really good for us. So I'm looking forward. We are going to do that this summer. I'm looking forward to that. That's just a big one every summer that I look forward to.
That's a really fun family tradition.
Yeah.
You really, like when you're all kind of in the same place, you get to know each other, and get to catch up and bond. Mm-hmm. So that's a nice tradition. So we do a couple things in a typical summer. We usually travel to my sister's in Arkansas, and they have a large swimming pool that, we use just about every day when we're down there. It's really hot. It's even hotter there than it is here. Oh, yeah. And also, we try to go to the Fiesta Filipina in Kansas City at least once. Nate, is half Filipino, so it's kind of a fun time to reconnect with his culture, teach the kids some about Filipino culture, enjoy really good food and music and art and exhibits. Last time that I went, it was torrential rain. So that one was kind of cold, but in general, it's really nice weather for that. And hopefully soon we'll be able to enjoy the Fiesta Filipina again.
Mm-hmm. In the past, have they done it like a certain Saturday of the month, or do you remember when it typically is?
I can't remember the exact. Yeah, I think that it is typically on a certain Saturday of the year, but I couldn't tell you. And I think actually goes more than one day.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So a few things that we'll be talking about tonight during our game demonstration is our new brunch and our new brunch offerings. Mm-hmm. And also answer a few questions about our mask policy with all the recent changes in Douglas County. Just touch a little bit on our subscription service for anyone interested in that. And then talk a little bit about our upcoming trivia opportunities, which has been a really big hit recently. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what are our deadlines for carry out and delivery tonight?
Yeah, so if you want to order delivery, get that order in because the cutoff is 8 p.m. And then if you want to carry out, you just need to pick up sometime before 8:30. So yeah, get those in for today. Today is Tuesday, so it's our chicken sandwich special, just $5. It's a really delicious.
It's a great deal.
Hot chicken.
Yes, very filling for $5 and very delicious.
Yep.
All right, great. So we have a couple of games that Betsy's going to be demoing for us tonight.
Let's quickly introduce ourselves too. We've talked about ourselves several times, but
it's good to just in case.
Just to sum up,
new faces.
Yes, exactly. I'm Betsy. I'm the board game curator at RPG, so I'm regularly just making sure everything is good, ordering new games, talking to people about games, teaching games to people, teaching games to our new staff that we've recently hired. So it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun job.
Keeping up with the ever-changing trends in board games.
Yes.
So that's a big job. Mm-hmm. And I am Megan, Vice President of Aesthetics. So I am responsible for all of the design and building and furniture construction, and some maintenance projects. The outdoor dining space is kind of my baby. So we both have a couple pretty big jobs, but we both love what we do for RPG, which is really awesome. Not everyone can say that.
Yeah. And if you see the new tables in our downstairs dining room, all done by Meghan with a just beautiful finish on them. So
got 3 more coming in this week.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, 3
so
more.
She's always busy.
Yes, busy. New board games, new tables, all the time.
Yes, all the time.
All right. So our brunch has been really going well.
Oh yes, brunch. Yeah, we've had brunch the past 2 weekends. It starts 9 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. It just runs 9 a.m. to noon. But there's so many delicious cocktails to choose from. Lavender Town, the mimosas, the Phase 75 comes in this nice, like, long, elegant glass, and it tastes really good. It's nice and bubbly. So we've got some great cocktail options.
Yeah.
As well as good food options, too. The French toast is really good. It's my favorite. So lots. Yes. Go to rpglawrence.com and brunch is like the first thing you can click on, and you can see the pictures of a lot of our food brunch, and the drinks will be up there too soon. But yeah,
awesome. Okay, so now let's talk about what games you're going to be teaching, starting with
QueenDomino is the first game we're going to teach. This is a 2 to 4 player game. We also have QueenDomino at RPG, which is a little simpler version of this, but we wanted to do QueenDomino.
Awesome. Ages 8 and up, 2 to 4 players.
Yes. And yeah,
right,
so ready to get started.
Yeah.
Can you edit the camera? I'm going to show you a few of the elements before we dive in. So I've kind of set it up to show you a little bit about what I'm going to talk about. So when you have QueenDomino, you have this board. This is like the buildings board. So these are the buildings you can choose to add to your city. We're each going to be starting with our starting tiles. You have a purple starting tile. I have a white starting tile. And we're going to be adding domino tiles. So each of these domino tiles has one kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like type of land.
Landscape, one type of landscape on each side?
Exactly.
Okay.
So there's forests, there's like fields, there's water, there's desert. And so basically, just like dominoes, you have to match up one side. You don't necessarily have to match up both sides, but one side has to match. So like I could doubly match it, or I can, like this one is, that one is not matched up. I could match it up like that. The field matches with the field.
Right.
Even though it doesn't match to the one next to it.
Okay.
So we would add on and so forth. So I've just laid a couple next to each other to kind of get the idea. Because as you're playing this game, you want to have a lot of matching ones connected, because you will get more points at the end of the game if you do.
Okay, that kind of reminds me of that tree game we played.
The tree game.
Where you match up the trees.
Oh, yeah. So these crowns are also important. Basically, at the end of the game, you will have to count the number of crowns you have, and you have to see how many tiles you have in one section altogether. So if I'm ending the game like this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields all connected. And I would say I could get, since there's 2 crowns in that field area, I could get 2 times 5.
Okay. So it's a multiplier.
It's a multiplier.
Yeah.
So this would be, I have 3, so 3 times 2. So I would count 6 points.
Okay.
So you do want to have similar ecosystems, I don't know if that's the right word, next to each other, as well as crowns. And as you're starting, this could be anywhere in your city. It could be at the top corner. It could be in the middle, and you can build around it. This right here is wild on all sides.
Oh.
So it doesn't matter. Starting out, you can kind of choose which type of side of the domino to put against it. So that's kind of the different elements. I will talk to you about, these are called your kings, and that's how you select what dominoes and how the dominoes are laid out. We have coins, and then these black things are your knights, which help you get more money.
Awesome.
More coins. So let's actually set up the game. In this game, we have a certain number of domino tiles, and no matter the player count, we're going to play through all of the domino tiles. The way you start with the domino tiles basically is you draw 4 from the top. They like have a certain way you put it in your, I don't know if I can show
It's like a little deck of dominoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have a certain way you put it in here so you can't see the numbers and you can't see the other side because you just want to draw it and not know ahead of time what's coming next. So basically there are numbers, and you put it in order from the lowest to the highest, and the lowest is at the top. I'm doing it for the viewer, so it's upside down for us. And then I'm going to flip them over and reveal what they actually are once I've set it in that numerical order. So to start with, I'll just go first since we're set it. This is the set up the game phase, which requires us to kind of choose what tiles we want to start with. These red tiles are one thing I haven't talked about yet. These are the spaces you build the buildings on. So this is our building selection here right now, and the cost to build it is underneath. So this is going to cost the most 5 coin, and this is actually free. And it's going to, of course, we're going to have more options as the game progresses. But what you can see on this gray side, if you would get this building, you would gain 2 knights right off the bat, which is great. It helps you get more coin in order to buy more buildings. So that's a really good one to go for. This one gives you 3 towers if you would choose this one.
Okay.
That's not in focus, but oh well. Maybe it can get in focus. I don't know. Yes, there we go. 3 towers. And these are towers right here. And if you have the most towers in your city, you would get the queen to visit you in your city.
Oh, nice.
And if you have the queen visiting you, everything costs 1 less to buy. So it's good to have multiple towers. Plus, at the end of the game, if you have her, she gives you a bonus too, an extra multiplier.
Yeah.
In one of your sections. So the queen is good to have. So towers are great to gain.
Okay.
Yeah. So then when you would place it on your city, you'd flip it over. But this is the side that tells you what the bonus you get.
Okay.
So on your turn, well, let's do the setup first. So to do the setup, I'm going to go first. So I'm going to choose one of these that I want to start with.
Okay.
Hey, there's kind of like...
It's equal, just about.
I'll let you take the other one.
Okay.
You're going to go next.
Okay.
And third. So you could just place your kings, and you could pick whichever one you want there. Yeah, that's probably... That way I start the game. I'm actually starting the game. Because the person on the top goes first.
Yeah, because they have the lowest number represented on the dominoes.
So I'm going to do the same with this. Put in numerical order. Flip it over. So
Good job
now
doing upside down numerical order.
upside down into the... I probably should have put it on the right. I don't know. It's kind of confusing doing this all upside down. Okay. So here's the setup for the game. Now, on your turn, you can do up to 5 things. You have to do 2 things for sure. So the first thing you have to do is take the tile that... Oh, this is no
Yeah, you're right.
Take the tile which your king is on and place it in your city. So that's the very first thing you have to do.
To your little square.
You connect it to, yep.
Okay.
And then the second thing you could do is place a knight on anywhere in your city. And when you place a knight, you would get 1 coin for each square next to it. So I'm not going to place a knight because I'm going to wait till I can have it surrounded by squares and get
the most bang for your buck.
Yes, because you can only place it once.
Okay.
So the next optional thing you can do is construct a building on your city. I don't have a red square yet, so I can't construct a building yet. So when it gets to that point, I will tell you how to construct a building.
Okay.
Because you will have that opportunity.
Awesome.
You can also bribe the dragon. You would pay 1 gold coin, and I haven't pointed out there's a dragon right here.
Ooh, yeah.
You bribe the dragon, and the dragon is going to burn one of these buildings.
Oh.
So this is more of a offensive play.
Yeah.
If you don't want your opponent to have a certain building or a certain bonus. You
Yeah.
would pay a gold coin.
Okay.
He would burn it.
So that could also hinder you in some ways.
Yeah.
So
I mean, when I played this game, I didn't use the dragon element. I'm sure some players might use him more than others.
Yeah.
I tend not to be.
We're not
aggressive.
We tend to not have super aggressive gameplay styles in general.
So then the last thing you have to do. So the first thing you have to do is place your tile in your city.
Okay.
Obviously, the second thing you have to do is take your king and choose on the next round of tiles which tile you want.
Okay.
So you're
trying to match up the colors. Okay, with what you have already.
But right now I just have a bunch of blue in a city, so maybe. And that has a crown.
Nice.
You also need to consider the crowns. This
Right.
has 2 crowns. Actually, no, I'm gonna do that. Okay.
So can the blue so your blue has to connect with blue?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yes. I'm not thinking ahead. If I played it on here, I would have this and this on my city. I could match it
because
up.
you can build off more than
Yes.
one side. I wasn't thinking about that.
Right. However, if I didn't have any of these in my city, it would not be a good choice. Yeah, but right now I have some wild
It's
choice
still
options.
early on. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So then
makes sense.
now it's your turn.
Okay.
You get to place your tile in your city first.
Does my blue need to touch my
No.
city? Okay,
No.
that was just your personal preference.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it that away.
Okay.
All right.
And then you can build a building. So you could choose to gain more coins. You could choose to get towers and get the queen over on your side right now. Those are probably the 2 I would go for. Of course,
Yeah,
they're the
more
most expensive
yeah.
too, but they're...
But we do start out with 7 coins,
Yep.
so
Yep.
that's pretty good. I'm going to go with towers.
Okay.
Let's do towers.
Yeah.
So that's going to cost me 4.
Mm-hmm. I have the bank over here. So you can just hand it to
Little
me.
coins.
Put it in the bank.
Okay, and then I take this
Mm-hmm.
card.
And then you get
Alright.
the 3 towers.
Flip that guy over. And do they go straight onto that card? Or do they just...
anywhere.
Okay.
Anywhere in your city, it doesn't matter.
Probably
And
not on the water.
This stays blank till the end of the round. And after the end of the round, we'll scoot the most expensive one over and add a new one.
Okay.
The most expensive position.
So we'll have some new options for the next round.
Yes. So you
Okay, great.
could also place a knight, which again you probably don't want to do right now.
Right.
You could burn a building.
I'm not going to burn a building. I'm
So-
not feeling quite that adventurous yet.
So then the last thing you do is move this and select.
Choose my new domino.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to go for this
Sounds
red and
good.
blue.
Cool. Then it's
So
my
far,
turn.
so good.
I'm going to place my domino. I'm going to place it here. And let's see. I can only lay 1 building. Even though I picked up a 2 building one, I can only lay 1 building this turn, and then next turn I can lay
Okay.
another one. So, yeah, I'm going to go for the most expensive, which I need to make change for.
So you're getting the one
5.
with the knights.
Yes.
The 2 knights.
So I get 2 knights, which in the future will allow me to have more coin. Not right now, but when I place them. I'm not going to place any now still. And I think I'll just move over and select my next tile.
So when I choose my tile for my next turn,
Mm-hmm.
do I need to do I choose either one? Or do I need to pick them in order that I selected them? Like, do I need to choose this tile first? Or can I get either one of these?
No, we have to finish this row before I do the next
Okay,
one. Yeah,
okay.
good question.
Yeah.
Good question.
I thought so. It seemed like we were
Yes.
headed that direction,
Yes.
but just want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, now it's my
So
turn.
obviously this will be my choice. Just move that to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, this orients this direction. So obviously I'm not I'm not having too strong of strategy since this is my first go.
No.
But it seems like buying a building is good. So
Yeah.
I'll get another building. The three coin.
Okay.
So that'll wipe me out for money.
Oh, I didn't give you the queen last time.
Ooh, gotta have that queen
so
over
get
here.
the building and
A building and a
the
knight. So I'll hang on to the knight, and I'll stick this building on there.
Oh, and don't forget to grab this.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Put that under my knight.
And the queen actually goes on your city somewhere too.
Right in the water. She has a float.
Yeah.
She's a barge. And then I'm not going to do the dragon.
Okay.
That was my other option. And what was the other thing that I could do during? Oh, place a knight. I'll wait on that as well.
Okay.
So now I just need to choose my tile, which
you have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we'll move them over.
Okay. So Betsy's setting up some more tiles, and I'm going to talk a little bit about trivia. This week's theme is community, and it already sold out, unfortunately. Trivia has been a really big hit, and it's a really exciting time. If you, excuse me, if you want to sign up for next week's trivia, or have an opportunity to vote on the topic, get online and sign up. It opens at 9 p.m. tomorrow. So,
Yes.
So rpglawrence.com/trivia.
Yep.
You can see all the deets.
So
we got another row.
I'm gonna place my tile here, and I actually, since I have 3 of them, and I'm running low on coin, I only have 2 left. I'm going to place a knight here in the water, and he's connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So even on the diagonal is counted as connected.
Yes.
Okay.
So 6, and that will allow me to build another building right here, because before I just had 2 coin. Oh, we started a new round, so we're supposed to do this. I'm sorry.
So the round is the round when the new layer of dominoes is laid.
Yes.
Okay, you
Yes.
probably said that, but I missed it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I do have new options as well.
All right.
So
you get your coins as soon as you lay your knight down.
That's that. Yep. I'm going to. I don't know. I'm going to go for this one. No. See, some of these at these shields. I didn't mention this, but there's shields at the bottom of. Is it going to show up? Is it going to show up? Yes. And it says 5, and it's in a shield. I would get. That leads to certain,
like defense.
No.
Oh, okay.
It helps you in figuring out how many points you have at the end of the game.
Okay. So high shield numbers are good.
Yes. High shield numbers are good. So I'm going to go for that one, and it costs only 2 coin. So I'm going to pay the 2 and put it in my city. I don't get any bonuses. There's no bonuses because it's a higher shield number. But that's okay.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And then I get to choose a tile for my next one.
You're not going to burn anything down?
No, I'm not going to burn anything down. If I would have burned anything down, it would have been the one that gave you 3
towers.
But
yeah.
Let's see. I need to get more going on here.
You have a large waterway.
I
so
do.
You're like a fishing
Just waters
right now.
Waters and buildings. That's it.
Okay, I guess I'm going to go for, your turn's done, right?
Yes,
okay.
My turn's done.
So I'm going to go for this guy right here, obviously. So you said it only needs a touch.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have to go in order. So you have to.
So I do need that one next.
You do
okay.
Need to,
but since I have some wild sides, I can put him on another side that I'm.
Yeah.
So I should probably think ahead here. There's not any other browns going to be coming up soon.
There's more in the domino deck.
Now you can only put buildings onto the orangish reddish color, right? I don't really have a lot of spaces connected to make it worthwhile to build or to put a knight, but I don't have any money.
Oh yeah, you don't have any money.
So I guess I'll just wait one more turn and see if I can fill a spot in a little bit better next time.
Yeah.
So if I could find one that's got some guess I'll go for that guy.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Cool. Then it's my turn. So I'm going to go next. And this has to go on the wild side, which is fine, I think. I think I'm actually going to place
So
it here.
yellow, is that like farmland?
Yeah.
And the brown.
It looks muddy.
Like desert.
Yeah, desert.
Or
yeah.
swamp. No, swamp.
Swamp.
Yeah, bog.
And there's a black that's desert. We haven't seen the black yet.
Okay.
Okay.
It's got a crown.
Should I place another knight?
No.
No.
Can you put a knight on more than one knight on a single square?
You can.
Okay.
So I could just place it in the same spot again.
Yeah.
I mean,
If it ain't broke, right?
sure. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So then I'm going to move it over here somewhere. I need to diversify, so I'm going there.
Cool.
Your turn.
All right. So I'll be getting this guy next.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. So I could throw him right there.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Choop.
It's a great spot.
Stick you right in there. Now, put my little knight
Mm-hmm.
right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some money.
You get 8. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So 3, 6, 7, 8.
Perfect.
Wow.
Thank you. Let's see what we want to do. I guess I'll get this free one.
Yeah.
So I don't get any bonus for that. Just
Yep. Just the shield.
The shield.
At the end of the game.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not gonna burn anything down. So we'll just throw that guy on there.
Okay. So then next round.
So do these go this direction?
yes,
Okay.
everything scoots one direction.
Scoot, 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 scoot. There and
And for the
there.
new round, I'm going first.
alrighty.
And let's see, I have a. Oh, shoot. Oh, good. Okay, good.
Crisis averted.
Almost ran out of wild sides. Okay. What do I want more of? I want more field. I want field with crown, but there's no field with crown. Yellow with crown. Oh, brown with crown. That's what I want.
Brown with crown.
Brown with
You
crown.
can't go wrong with brown crown.
Okay, then my turn again. So thankfully I can put it right here.
Perfect.
I'm
I'm guessing you can only build one building per orangey red space.
I can even yes, I can even go here. The max we can go is a 7x7.
Okay.
grid. So
Okay.
that's something to consider as we go along.
Yeah, you can't just
Right.
shoot off one direction.
Right. I think that's all I can do. I mean, I could add another one of this. I don't need coin at this point, so I'm not going to do it. And I have no buildings to build, so I need some buildings. Come on now. There we go.
So, do you want to do a couple more turns, and then you can kind of show how the totals are computed?
Sure. Yeah.
Just to make sure we get that
Yeah.
in the demo,
Sounds good.
because there sounds like there's several factors that
Yes.
determine your
Yes.
points at the end.
There are.
Okay, so I'm obligated to get that one next. So, guess I will. That would be 5. I'll go this way. Just a lonely little field. And I have one orange spot ready for a building. Orange red. So I'm gonna pay 4
Okay.
and get, which one do I have my eyeball on? This one. Get a couple more towers with 3 shield.
Sounds good. Wow. There's no way I'm going to have the queen visit me now. You've got all the
I'm very
towers.
fortified.
I know.
And let's just chuck another knight on there just for kicks.
So then you get another 9.
They have this water fortress right in the middle.
Or 8, right?
8.
Yeah.
Is that what you got?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
I
got.
said yeah, and
I said 9,
pay
but then I
attention.
got 8.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Oh, don't forget to
Oh yeah.
choose a tile.
So
Although
I
you're
would
going to get both of them.
choose-
It doesn't really matter. I've chosen 2 already. It doesn't matter where you put it.
Let's get that one.
You're just going to have both of them.
Oh, and it's my turn again
Yeah.
because okay. Man, I got a lot of orange squares. I think that's good. We get lots of buildings.
It is good. Especially if you have the queen.
1, 2, 3.
I think
4,
you've won this game already.
5, 6. I think there's quite a bit of chance involved in what you
Oh, yeah.
start out
And-
with tiles that are laid on the very first.
Right. And we have only played through like a third of the tiles because we end up with a 7
Yeah, because
by
you said
7.
there's a whole nother ecosystem we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it's
Yeah,
just
still haven't.
not as heavily represented.
I don't know if they're
Maybe the next 4
equal.
tiles will show.
I don't know if it's equal amounts of numbers first. Put a numerical order first. There we go. Whoa. Still no. Still no. Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna buy a building for 3 coin.
Okay. Oh yeah, your turn's not done. Sorry.
This one. Oh, that's okay.
Sorry.
I was still thinking, so
Something
it works. It works. Let's throw this guy on here.
Wait, did you just buy a building on this turn?
No,
Okay,
not on this turn.
Okay.
On the last one, and then so I get a knight. Wait, what does that mean?
So that means at the end of the game, I'd have to look at that specific symbol. Let's see.
1/knight, 1 shield.
This one? So you score 1 point for each knight in your kingdom at the end of the game. This applies to both used and unused knights.
Okay, cool. Great. So I don't actually get a knight.
No.
I just get credit for the knights that I already have
at the end of the game.
the end. Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense. I'm not going to roast anything with the dragon.
Okay.
So then I would choose my next piece.
Yeah,
in the next row.
I placed it
I'm
on
sorry.
the only one. I placed it on the only one left. I jumped the gun on setting up for like the next round.
So you already moved mine.
I already moved yours.
Okay, I was a little confused, but that
We're
makes sense.
set up for the new round
yes.
already. I didn't know you weren't done.
We're good. We're good.
So then you go first on this round because you're placed yours on the highest one.
Okay. Boop.
How do you win with this? That's a great question. So we're going to go over that soon. But at the end of the game, there's like, you count up your coins and you get one point for every 3 coins. You count up your crowns, and those are multipliers for the different territories you have. And so you add those points together, and then you had your building points together, which are the shields. So you add up your points, and whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. We're going to go over that in just a minute. So,
boop. I got a knight.
Okay. Did
So
you get your coins already?
I did not.
No,
I just
okay.
placed my building, and I had a knight symbol on it. So you want to go ahead and, after we do that, we can tally up and
Should we
demonstrate
finish this round?
Sure, we can.
Okay.
I think we can do it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
I guess it doesn't matter where. So we're not doing this round.
We won't place our little
So
guys.
I'll just put those aside.
They're on furlough.
So it's my turn.
Come back home.
Okay. I'm going to put this here. And I got to place my knight. So I give him some coins because coins help you win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, oh, that's not 8. Placing it where there is.
They're having like a party right there.
And then I don't have any more buildings. Man, you got all the buildings.
I got a lot of orangey red squares.
I have one more building here, which is good. That's it for me.
Okay.
Okay.
So this guy will be next, and we'll put him 6. We'll go this way. I guess I'll get a tower. It's free. Free tower.
Free tower.
Tower. Thank
Oh,
you.
that doesn't give you. Did the other side?
This was the one that.
Did the other side have a tower? No, it did. So you do get a tower.
And then it also has the
Yes.
shield / tower,
Yes.
which is that secret code for.
A bonus at the end of
Yeah.
the game for your towers, which
Great.
is good because you have a lot of towers.
I do have a lot of towers.
Okay, then in my turn,
Protect the queen.
I'm going to do this and build a building. What building would be best for me? I'm going to do this one. I think the X has something to do with your territories.
Okay.
What does that say? some of these symbols I have to look up to see.
Yeah,
what it
there's a
means.
lot of symbols. A few symbols.
Okay, detached territory bonus. Oh, okay. So you score 2 points for each individual territory in your kingdom, regardless of the number of squares and crowns in those territories. The color of the cross indicates which terrain type it applies to.
Oh, okay. So all of the red, you get a bonus for all the red tiles.
Mhm,
Is that what that means?
Yeah, 2 points.
Oh, I wonder if I got any. I got an X on one of
You
mine.
did get one at X? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm taking that.
Didn't
building.
plan it.
Okay, so we have only played, I'd say, a fourth. What would you say? This was a fourth of the tiles?
Maybe close to a third. Close to a third of the
Close
tiles.
to a third of the tiles.
Yeah,
There's
still
still
big chunk
this
left.
many dominoes left, but we're going to stop the game here. And so, like these, if you played all of the dominoes, you would have a full 7x7.
You'd have to
and
be
you would
pretty
have a full 7x7.
strategic at the end
Right.
with your card or domino placement.
And we didn't get into it, but if we're towards the end of the game and you come across a domino that you can't place in your city because you don't have a match, you can't match it anyway,
Mhm.
it's just discarded.
Okay.
And again, if laying down a domino would cause you to go past the 7x7 grid, again,
You can't do
can't
that
do
either.
it. You would just discard it.
Okay. And
So-
no one else gets to use it. It's
and
just
no one
gone.
gets, yes,
Okay.
it's just gone. So there's strategic planning in your placement of your tiles. So now we're at the end of the game, so we can go through the bonuses. First, we count our coins, and they have a little. Let's see. They have a little handy scoring sheet, which
that's
walks
nice.
you through each of the different areas and how you score it. So, first of all, here, according to the instructions, you score your coin. And so for every 3 coins, you get a point.
Okay. Do you round a certain direction?
Nope. It's just you have to have 3
Okay.
coins and then you get a point. So
I get 4 points. I have 13 coins. Is that right? Sorry, you should probably finish counting.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you have 4 points.
I have
You said?
13 coins, so I get 4 points.
4 points.
Okay.
And I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that the? Yeah, that's the coins. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, you got to look close, but it's a little stack of coins. You got 6 points. Cool.
Yep. Now we count the crowns and we go terrain by terrain.
All right.
Like, for example, in mine, in this desert terrain, I would go 3x3 and I get 9. Oh, actually, it starts with the yellow. So let's start with
yellow. So I have 6. I get 6 for my yellow. 1, 2, 3 times 2.
Yep.
All right.
And I get 0. Even though I have 2 yellow squares, there's no crowns in there, so I get 0.
You don't get any.
I don't get anything
sad
for it.
day. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we're at the forest.
0 for me.
0 for me.
If we had played a full game, we would have gotten something.
We didn't have a lot of forest pieces.
Yeah. In the 30.
Okay. Oceans or sea, water. I got 2.
I have 5.
Alrighty. Fields. I have 4.
Oh, before you do any more, you're the queen. Are you doing fields now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you'd want to place your queen and you would use her crown in your biggest, it says specifically you have to have it in your biggest terrain.
Okay.
When you're,
well, these are tied. Or biggest number
like,
of tiles?
biggest number,
okay,
yeah.
we haven't got to this one yet, so I'll stick her over here.
well, no, the cities don't count toward that. It would be like the terrain, not the buildings.
Gotcha.
So it would go in the yellow.
Yellow, okay.
And so
how does it
she
help?
would be like an extra crown. So basically you're doing
So I'd be
3
9
crowns,
instead of 6.
yes.
Okay.
3 crowns times the 3 tiles. 3
A little
times
bit. Every little bit helps.
Yes.
All right. So there's the queen. That's how she comes into play.
So fields is 0 for me. And what did you say for you?
4. And now the swamp bog. I don't get any points for the bog.
And I get 1, 2, 3 times 3, 9.
Nice.
And then we didn't have any black.
Nope, we didn't have any at all.
Okay, so then it says a crown and a building. Those are okay. So we're getting into the buildings. So the buildings have several different types of buildings, as you've noticed. Let's just go building by building, I guess. I could go by these buildings. Let's start with just the shield ones. So for just the ones that have a shield and nothing else, like no other symbols, those are just bonus points.
Okay.
So mine are just, no, 2 of mine are bonus points. So I get 5, 6, 7, 8. So these
that's at the bottom.
That's the bottom.
Okay, so I have a 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, how do I know if it's...
Well, if it has nothing else next to the shield. So this one, that one, that one.
Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right?
Yep.
10 for in this question mark bonus
Yes.
area. And what'd you say yours was?
Mine is 8.
8.
Yes.
Okay.
So then the sawmill. Do any of us have the sawmill?
What's that look like?
It is
big
nope,
giant saw blade.
Nope. The church. I have the church. And you, so the church is the one that has the X that we've been talking about.
Okay.
So it's 2 bonus points per town territory.
Okay, so which one is the church?
This one right here.
I don't think I have one of those. No, I
I
don't
saw
think
you
I
did.
have a church. No.
Oh, okay. So
I got
I do.
several towers.
Okay, so just I do.
Okay.
So I have 3 building
3 territories.
Yeah, 3 building territories. So it's 2 times 3 is
6, and that goes in which spot?
That one, the X, the X
with the 2 question marks. 6.
Okay, and then the traveling castle. You had that one. This one right here.
Okay.
The traveling castle one. 1 bonus point per tower.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
So I see now why there's multiple squares
Spaces to
for
put off
some of these.
Go a little higher. There we go.
For some of these areas, there's actually 4 blanks that you can enter information because you can have more than one that's in that category.
Yep. Okay. And
Any other
then
special buildings?
there are, it's not in the scoring example, so let me go to a different page. So we've accounted for, we haven't done your X one and your night one.
Yes,
So
that's
the
right.
night one, let me go to the other page that talks about what the symbols mean. There it is. Okay. So you score 1 point for each night. That's right.
Okay. So I get 3 for the night. Is that right? Did I put that in the right spot?
Yep. Good.
Okay.
Yep. And the last city we haven't accounted for, well, there's 2 more. Your X1, what territory is it? It's the
which
brown.
Shoe?
I think it's this one.
Oh, yeah. It's bog. So only have 1 bog.
Yeah.
So I get 2 points for that?
Yeah, just 2 points for that one.
Okay. So I think I put this in the wrong spot. I think this goes here where there's a tower. My bonus for the towers.
Oh, yeah.
I put that in the wrong place.
Okay, now the crown one. Since you have a crown on one of yours, then
with nothing else.
Each of your town territories will be worth as much as the number of connecting squares times the number of crowns in this territory. You only have 1.
Yes.
But how many connecting squares do you have connecting to your...
If you count diagonal, 3.
Okay.
So 3?
Yes. No, each of your town territories, though. Town territories. So all your building ones. Oh, I see.
So I'm it's right on the corner here.
Okay.
So we're just talking about buildings, this guy right here, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be 3.
You're right, yeah.
Okay. Boop.
So then we add up all our points and see who won.
Okay. Do you get any knights? You don't have any with the knight symbol on
I
them.
didn't.
Okay. So 11, 26, 54. You can double check my math if you want.
No worries. And as she's adding that up, QueenDomino, like I mentioned before, it doesn't have anything with towers or anything with knights. It's just purely the mechanics of drawing domino tiles and placing domino tiles in the city, and you get points based around the crowns in those terrains.
Yeah.
So that's all QueenDomino is, and so it's a lot simpler. but still a fun game.
And the scoring looks complicated, but it's outlined pretty step by step in the instructions. So as long as you have the instructions handy, you can just compare that to your city and go down the list to get your scores.
And I mean, the instructions has a whole scoring example too, so you can like look at this example and make sure you understand it correctly.
So there's quite a few steps there, but it's not. It's definitely doable as long as you're just following the instructions step by step.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Well, that's
awesome.
QueenDomino. Quick QueenDomino.
All right.
So yeah.
Get this. You start packing that up, and I'll talk a little bit about our subscription service.
Sure. Yeah.
So you can get a subscription to bring RPG home and try out these games at home. The subscription is $14.99 a month. You can have up to 2 games at a time. You can exchange them as often as you want. You can keep them as long as you want. So it's really a great deal if you want to try out some of the games, that, especially the ones that we're demoing. Obviously, we have those available for your playing at RPG. Mm-hmm. So check out the website, rpglawrence.com, for more information, recommendations, all sorts of search parameters to narrow down what kind of game you're looking for. Also, we have a very knowledgeable staff. So if you are looking for a certain type of game, but you're just not sure, where to start, our games, thanks to Betsy, are organized in a very user-friendly fashion. And also our staff are very knowledgeable about the games, so they can give you some recommendations based on what you want. Mm-hmm. So if you're stuck, just go in and ask someone for help.
Yeah.
And they'll be happy to help you pick out a game that meets your specifications.
Definitely.
Also, I think that you said there were some brunch photos sent out to those of us that are on on the email list. Mm-hmm. So if you want to check out those new brunch photos, then head over to the website and sign up on our contacts.
Yep. So you can be in the know.
Yep. It's good to be in the know. The next game that Betsy's going to be getting set up for us here will
be a little easier too.
Century Spice Road. Really pretty box.
Yes.
And this one, the details.
2 to 4 player.
8 plus.
2 to 5 player.
2 to 5 players.
2 to 5 player.
Yep. And 8 and up. Ages 8 and up.
Mm-hmm. So in this game, Century Spice Road, you have cubes, and each color stands for a different spice, hence the name Century Spice Road. We have the red is saffron, the yellow is turmeric, and I mean, this is not vital to the gameplay, it's just fun to it's fun and on theme.
To be in the know.
Yes. The brown is cinnamon. And then the last color we have, green, where's my green, is cardamom. Is that how you say that?
I think so.
Cardamom.
It's one of those words that, like, I've seen it written lots of times, but don't use it in daily, conversation. Mm-hmm. So it's like, am I saying this right? I don't know.
And so there are some that are worth, like all spices, some spices are worth more than others. So there is a value to all of these, like not a number value, but just you can get more with the cinnamon than you can with the turmeric. So let me just tell you, there are 2 types of cards. There are market cards, and there are point cards. So I'll talk about the point cards first. The point cards are what you're you're collecting point cards for the end of the game. This is 1 point
Makes
card,
sense.
and it's worth 10 points at the end of the game. That's not showing you. This one's worth 15. They're anywhere from a range from usually 8 to, there might be some that are worth 20 points. So that's the range. Oh, there's a 6. There's one worth 6 points. So you have a deck of point cards and a deck of market cards. The point cards, we're going to be spreading out Maybe I'm going to have this actually go this direction.
Okay.
So we're just going to have to.
We can still see right there on the edge.
It's more important to set these out. So I have to think backwards. So here are the point cards I'm going to be laying out. There's need to be 5 of them. And above the leftmost 2 is some coins. The first person that picks up this point card gets 1 gold coin as well.
These are like, they actually clink.
They're clinky coins.
Yeah.
And the first person that collects this victory point card gets 1 silver. To go.
Nice.
And I think the gold is worth 3 points at the end of the game. The silver is worth 1 or something like that. They're valued as points at the end of the game too. So then we have our deck of market cards. And the market cards is how you work towards getting a point card. So there are different types of market cards. There are some market cards that have a picture and then just cubes on the left side. So this one has 4 yellow cubes. So if you played this card in front of you, you would collect 4 yellow cubes. It's still not in focus, but that's okay. You can kind of see it. Then there are ones that allow you to trade. So this one, if you had 2 yellow cubes, you could trade for 2 red cubes. Mm-hmm. Then there are ones that are called... there's none right here. Where'd they go? It's in this deck somewhere.
I believe you.
Good grief. Or is it in the starting deck? Here we go. These are called upgrade cards. The upgrade cards, instead of a color, it's actually just gray. And so on this one, there is 2 gray cubes and an up arrow, which means if you had a yellow cube in front of you, you can upgrade it once to get a red cube.
Okay.
And then
so it's like a wild trade-in.
It's let you trade 1 for 1, upgrading though, because
they're each. That's right, increasing value.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So you could, since it's 2 gray cubes, you could trade in a yellow for a green because you're going up twice, or you could trade a yellow in for red and then a green in for a brown.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. So you get to exchange 2 however you want to.
Yes. So those 3 types of cards.
Okay.
So there's cards that just give you spices, cards that let you trade spices, cards that let you upgrade spices.
Sounds pretty straightforward.
So lastly, we each have this gray card. Well, it's gray on the back. That's why I said gray. It has a picture, and it has 10, grayed in
little
designs.
Symbols. Yeah.
And that's so you can put your cubes, because you can only have up to 10 cubes at a time.
Oh, so you got to be
playing from.
Yeah, you got to be.
So each of us can put that in front of us.
Spice collections.
Exactly. Okay, so these are the starter ones. So there are some cards, like most of the market cards are just a yellowish around the corners. The starter ones are purple. So you want to make sure you draw from the starter ones first, because those have the upgrades.
Right. So
those at the top of the deck. And what we do is, I can't remember if you start with, I don't think you start with any cards. Let me just double check.
Sure.
I'm going to go first. So I'm the first player, and will you give me 4 yellow cubes, and I get 3 yellow cubes, and you get 4 yellow cubes to start with. So could you
3? Do you need to go on your little card?
Yes.
Here? Okay.
Put it on the card specifically. Yep.
3 for you. They're slippery little jobbers. 3, a 4 for me. Okay. Done.
And then we start with 2 cards specifically.
All right.
We start with the 2 turmeric card and an upgrade 2 card. So that's what we start with in our deck. And then this will probably have to go to the side, because I'm going to put the market cards along here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
we get to choose from. We don't just draw.
We get to choose from, yes. I'm going to stagger it a little bit, I think. So then there's 6 of these. The way you get a card, are you going to be able to put it here and put this here and have this in your hand?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have a little more room.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more space.
Get over here, buddy. Okay.
Okay, so the way you would get a market card is on your turn, you have the option to do 4 things. One of the things is you can take a card. Now, if a card is on the very left, it is free.
Oh.
However, if you want one of these cards, you have to have enough cubes because you actually have to give up spices or cubes in order to get a card. So if I want this card, I cannot get it yet because however many cubes I have to lay 1 cube on each card and then grab the next card.
Okay.
So I could just choose to lay 1 cube down and take this card, or I could choose to just get one free if I'm liking that one particularly. Right now, I'm seeing these 2 are valuable cards because they give you more valuable cubes.
Yeah.
Because if you notice on both these 18 point cards at the end of the game, they require
the more valuable spices.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you want to collect those.
Yeah.
They're giving you this trade, a 2. If you have 2 red trading into that, that's an okay trade one to have.
Yeah.
So
you really needed
it's not
that
amazing.
Brown.
So on your turn, one thing you can do is get a market card.
Okay.
Acquiring it. Another thing you can do is playing one that you already have in your hand, playing it down in front of you, and that would go into effect whatever it has on this corner. So if I played this card, I would get 2 more turmeric. If I played my upgrade card, I could upgrade to, like I talked about, like 2 turmeric to the saffron or like...
But if you upgrade, when you want a market card, you have to pay those more expensive spices.
Say that again, sorry.
So say, for instance, I took 2 of mine and I upgraded for 2 reds. So if I want to get a market card over here, I'm going to have to sacrifice more expensive spices to get to it.
Or just, yeah, you do.
Or just not get it.
Or just not get it, or wait till you collect more yellows to use those.
They're kind of like more the currency, it seems like, because there's really not a lot. Right. Well, these are higher valued, but there's not a lot of yellows on the actual point cards.
Yeah. So then the third thing you could do is claim a victory point card on your turn.
If you have all the goodies for it.
Or the last thing you can do is rest. And on your rest, you take all the cards that you've played and you get to put it back in your hand so that you can use those again and play those actions again. So I can upgrade again, or I can get
I like a game with a rest.
Yeah. So those are the 4 things you can do. So that's basically it.
So you collect spices.
Yes.
And then you use your current spices to get more valuable spices. And then you buy spices with those spices.
Yes.
It's a lot of spices. Very spicy game.
Yes. So maybe we could do, like, each of us give an example of each of the actions or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much we want to play this.
Yeah, I mean, mine are pretty straightforward here. The first couple of cards I have.
We
Who
start
goes
with
first?
Well, I took only 3 spices.
So you're the first player.
So I'm the first player.
Yeah. So you means you get first pick. That makes sense.
Right. So I probably would do this, sacrifice my 2 yellow ones to get this one.
To get the brown.
And I put it in my hand. So I'm not actually playing it yet to get the brown. And then once that's done,
ooh, those get cheaper.
Yeah, they get cheaper and reveal a new option.
All right. Great.
You always want to have 6.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so
if you collected this card, you would get the spice with it. Just to let you know, I didn't say that element of it.
Yeah, I assumed that since it was sitting on top of it, it came with the deal.
Yep.
So I think I'm just gonna use my 2 turmeric card and build up my inventory a little bit.
Awesome. So play it in front of you.
Okay.
Right there.
So in case I rest later, I can. So I'll just grab a couple of yellow cubes over here. Stick them on my little card.
And so then I probably would do the same thing on my next turn because I am down to 1 turmeric and I don't want to be. So the game, this is like a quick playing game.
Yeah,
especially once you understand all the elements, it actually plays pretty quickly.
All right, I'm going for the green. Wait,
Okay.
hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I don't have to play it yet, right? I can just hold
No,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we
That
go.
is a good one. 2
1,
turmeric.
2,
You just
3,
give a 2 turmeric and you
4,
get a green.
5, and then I get it?
Yes.
All right. So, yeah, this one's a good card. You just pay 2 yellow turmeric cubes to get a...
Yeah.
What was the green again? Cardamom?
Yes. And I'm going to actually play and pick up this one.
Whoa. Yeah, and then you just get a straight up green cube. I don't know why I didn't do that. That would have been cheaper.
Well,
that's okay. I'm demonstrating for the people.
Yes.
What not to do.
Oh, and here's a 3 upgrade card.
Ooh,
so it is in
very
this deck
good.
too. It just
Yeah.
sometimes takes a while. There's very few of these upgrade cards actually. So that's a valuable one to get. But both of us are low on turmeric at the moment.
Yeah. I could really only get one thing.
You could pick up that card and then suddenly
about
have
it.
3 turmeric.
I think I'm gonna do that. Give me a little spicy stash right here. And scoot these puppies down. Throw that in there. All right.
Yep. And so I think the only thing we haven't done is bought a victory card, but like once we had whatever it's requiring it below, we would get that card.
Mm-hmm.
And the game ends, if it's a 2-player game, the game ends when you collect your 6th victory point card. And then you finish the round, or whoever's turn it is, and you count up your victory points, and that's really it. It's only victory points that gives you point at the end of the game. So I like a simple...
This is a simple
game.
Yeah.
And sometimes I like a more complicated game like QueenDomino. So it's good to have a variety like that.
Yeah. This one's a little easier on the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Although the other one's really enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this one's a quick, easy to pick up and
like the turns are quick. Like the QueenDomino, we were thinking and we were taking time on our turns. This one, like as the other person's taking their turn, you can kind of think a couple steps ahead. And it like the turns are so simple too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. It's pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. And get those 6 cards and then see who won.
Yep.
All right. So don't forget, if you want to sign up for trivia for next week, it opens at 9 p.m. tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
rpglawrence.com/trivia to sign up for that. And our brunch is awesome. Come check it out on a weekend, 9 to noon on Saturday and Sunday.
And I would say put in a reservation for those weekend times.
Yeah,
sometimes we're busier, or just sometimes if you're the first one in on 9 a.m., it's nice to know that you're coming right then. Yeah. So we can be ready for you. So. And
just a quick word about our mask policy right now with the current changes in Douglas County. We are actually trying to honor our staff's comfort level in our policies and kind of move at the pace that they're comfortable with. So at this time, we are still requiring masks if you're not in your seat. And then we'll continually gauge our staff's comfort level and make changes as appropriate. But, you know, they've worked hard through this whole pandemic, and we want to respect how they feel about it.
Yeah.
So that's where we are on that.
Cool.
2 weeks from tonight, right?
Yes. So this is our second to last Meet the Game for now. In 2 weeks, we will be doing our party series. So we're going to be going quickly over several different party games that we have at RPG.
Sounds good. So, sounds fun. Looking forward to it. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we will see you in a couple weeks.
Yep.